Everybody don't speak.
Welcome to the Four Guys with Quarters show. With your hosts Inferno, Assassin, and Clowns.
And hello everyone, welcome to 4 Guys with Quarters Podcast, episode 36 for April 2nd, 2015, the day after April Fool's Day. So we won't be pulling any jokes or any of that crazy stuff. We will just have a moderately quick show. This will not go an hour and 20 minutes, guaranteed. Unless Turtle makes it that way like he did last week, but... Anyway, let's introduce our beautiful cast of characters that we have this evening. We have the always lovely ZPCI Assassin to my left.
Hola.
And do you have any animals with you or anything like that? No, you don't? Alright, you're a stooge. There's Sassy the Giraffe upside down, making his great appearance. We have Turtle looking clearer than ever, actually. Holy cow, you do look very clear today.
Hi. I'm in a new location now.
There you go. Optimum lighting, optimal connection. It's all good. And then we have Clowns, last but not least.
Yo.
And, okay, so this week, not a lot of gaming news, but we're going to make a little fun out of the show. We've got an April Fool's section, but it's not going to be too long. Just, a quick little thing. But we're going to talk about Quantum Break being delayed, unfortunately. We're going to talk about Forza Horizon, Fast and Furious DLC. We'll talk about some of the gaming news this week, including some COD DLC that just came out. Stuff like that. We're not going to talk about the Evolve DLC too much tonight because we haven't really had a chance to play it, but we'll talk about it next week. We'll talk about some Sunset Overdrive getting a price cut, some Hardline first patch details, and the new releases and deals of gold. So we'll wrap it up quickly. But before we do that, let's do something we haven't done in a couple weeks. We'll do Press Start. Our feature that we usually do. I just said we haven't done it in the past 2 weeks. I was just going to say we always do it. Where we, just talk about what we've been playing. Maybe give a sentence or two about where we are in the game or something like that, or how we're liking it, or whatever. But we will start this week with Assassin.
I've been playing some Forza Horizon 2. But I think I just completed 100 Championship Series 1. So I've been doing a lot of races there.
Jesus.
Completed the Fast and Furious demo DLC.
You don't say.
Yeah. A little bit of Advanced Warfare DLC.
Disgusting. Won that from Sledgehammer. Shout out to them.
Yep. Shout out to Sledgehammer. Thank you. A little bit of Neverwinter. I just completed the tutorial over there. And some Hardline. And some loadout on the PS4.
Yes. Beautiful. All right, thank you for that. Turtle, what have you been playing?
Borderlands.
Oh yeah, Assassin, you forget about that?
No.
Did you say Borderlands?
No, but I barely played it.
Oh, okay.
So.
Go ahead, Turtle.
Yeah, I've barely touched the pre-sequel, but I put a lot of time in on Borderlands 2 and loving it so far. And also been playing some Battlefield Hardline.
You guys are gonna love and hate when we talk about the Battlefield Hardline first patch details, because there's a lot of stuff that I know Assassin likes to abuse, but there's also a lot of stuff that we hate about the game that was fixed or that will be fixed. So we'll talk a little bit about that. Thank you, Turtle. Very informative. Clowns, what have you been playing?
Hearthstone, Tropico 4, and I just started Neverwinter.
Oh yeah, Neverwinter. You didn't say anything about that, Turtle.
I really haven't put in a lot of time on that. Maybe about an hour or two.
It's pretty good, from what I've heard. Other than the graphics, but it is free to play, and the gameplay is very good. So I mean, what can you expect, right? And what have I been playing? I haven't really been playing a ton. I've been working a lot, so haven't been playing a lot. But I did over the weekend play and complete the Forza Horizon 2 Fast and Furious standalone DLC that took about 2 hours and 10 minutes. No exaggeration. And I've been playing some Loadout in the PS4. I just got a PS4. I have the controller to prove it. Right there. Playing some Drive Club. Been playing some Ollie Ollie 2 on the PS4. A lot of PS4 stuff because I just got it. But, what else? A little bit of Hardline with Assassin. Yeah, I think that's about it, though. I haven't been playing a ton this week. So, yeah. Let's press start. That's what we've been playing. Tell us if you've been playing the same stuff. We want to hear. Alright, so first topic. Quantum Break delayed. Again. Wasn't this supposed to be a launch title?
No.
Oh, it wasn't?
No.
What was it supposed to be? Like, wasn't it supposed to be early 2015? No, not even 2015. Wasn't it supposed to be 2014?
Yep.
I think so.
Come out last year. In fall.
So 2014 didn't make that. 2015 not going to make that either. So Microsoft head of publishing Shannon Loftus, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, said, with so many games launching this year, moving Quantum Break to 2016 extends the incredible portfolio into next year with a monster new IP. So do you guys buy that shit? I mean, like, sorry to put it bluntly, but like, to me, I really don't agree with that. Like, that's just I think that's just an excuse. Like, delaying it is extending the incredible, portfolio out a little bit. So there's always a good IP coming out. What do you guys think about that? You know what I mean? Like, it's an excuse.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely an excuse, but, I mean, if the game is, like, a Halo here, I mean, I'd rather have games be pushed back. But, I mean, who knows what they're going to do. So, I don't know.
Is it... dude, I don't even know if it's delayed because of glitches and bugs or anything. Like, the way they played it off, it's almost like that TV show isn't ready, so they're just delaying it. Or they just don't have it as done as they said they were going to. I don't even know if it's because of bugs, but what do the other guys think? Just an excuse?
I think it may be an excuse just because, like, if you look at the release schedule for this year, it's packed.
Yeah.
And, like,
agreed.
So many people, like The Witcher 3, Batman Arkham Knight, like, so many good games coming out this year, and supposedly Battlefront, the Star Wars Battlefront, and, like, got all these huge games lined up. They're realizing they're not going to get the maximum sales that they would get if they released it away from all of the AAA games that everyone wants.
So it's like only a half-hearted excuse that you think this is a strategy game?
I think it's part strategy, but also, like, they're also using the time to, like, keep working on the game.
Yeah. Clowns, what do you think about this? Anything? Got any thoughts?
No, it doesn't affect me. I haven't thought about it.
Really? You don't think you were going to get this? It looked pretty good.
No, I'm not sure. No, this year I'm just focused on Witcher 3. Now, if they push that back, it's a whole different story.
Yeah, dude. If they push that back again, whew, there's going to be some uproar. Like, we've talked about this on the show before, how, like, people are not reacting as negatively towards that being pushed back because they came out and said, it's not ready, there's bugs, blah, 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 and people appreciated it. But, if Witcher 3 gets pushed back again, I think there's going to be an uproar.
I don't think it'll get pushed back again.
Yeah, I certainly hope not. What else? Phil Spencer was like, this was last year, so this was November 2014. He kind of hinted toward that they weren't going to get all their holiday titles out. That he said, they weren't sure if they were going to be able to ship all that they wanted to do in holiday of 2015. So they knew. Even Microsoft knew that they weren't going to push everything out, and this unfortunately was the one to get the cut because this one looked really good. I mean, they had a demo. They had a playable demo at E3 of last year. So.
Yeah, it looks like the game is pretty far into development, especially to have the gameplay demo that soon.
Right? I mean, you remember that, don't you? You guys remember that?
Nope. They had like a long demo
Yeah, it looked badass. I mean, I thought it looked awesome. J Street in the chat says, really wanted Quantum Break. It's one of the games I bought the Xbox One for. I think a lot of people are on that train because when they showed off the Xbox One, like that was one of the taglines, this is tying into TV and it adapts to the TV series and adaptive gameplay and games and blah blah blah. So, a lot of people were looking for that feature, and this is just getting delayed and delayed and delayed. And it's gonna, by the time it releases, it's gonna be close to 3 years after the console comes out, which is absurd that we're already that far into this generation.
Well, who knows? Maybe they not come out in fall and maybe do
Like a March or February.
spring or late winter release.
Yeah, dude. I think that they should, if they're gonna release this in 2016, and they could possibly get it released for like March or whatever around the dead period, then I think that maybe it was a good strategic move. But otherwise, I think it's an excuse. I'm not happy with it. I was looking to get this, but I mean, there's so many other games coming out, like Turtle said, and Clowns. So I don't know. Quantum Break delayed. Anything else to say about that before we move on? I don't think so.
No.
Just sad face.
Yeah.
Sad face. Alright, so Quantum Break, we're done with that. Forza Horizon 2, Fast and Furious DLC, standalone DLC. You can get that right now for free until April 10th. It's now out. We talked about it a couple weeks ago when it was first announced, and now you can get it. Just go to the store, look for it under newly released. You'll be able to find it. And I say again, you don't need Forza Horizon 2 to get it, so you can just pick this up and play it. Thoughts, guys? Anything?
Well, you don't need Forza Horizon 2 to play it because it acts as a demo.
Nice.
It's an over-glorified demo, I guess you could say.
Okay, I'm on my Xbox right now. Let me grab my controller, and I want to see. You guys can say something about it while I'm doing this, but like say whatever you want about this because I need to find this. But I want to see how much time I put into this. Go ahead.
I'll let Assassin handle this one.
Okay, I am a huge Fast and Furious fan. Okay, I've seen all the movies. I plan on seeing Furious 7 in the coming weeks. Putting Fast and Furious on the title, it doesn't fit. It nothing to do with Fast and Furious whatsoever. I mean,
it had Ludacris.
It had Ludacris and it had the cars. That was it. The races not the same. Well, I mean, if you're counting the same, they're all the same from Forza Horizon 2. There was nothing new. All of it was the same. I think Ludacris maybe had like 15 lines in the game, and like 15 of those lines have been repeated 10 times. I've heard it was just annoying. What else? The map size, like they didn't even put any like
a third of Forza Horizon 2.
Probably not even.
Yeah.
They shrunk the map. They probably did this DLC within a month. It's just like the time they're like, oh yeah, we're having this free DLC, and then they started creating it. That's probably when they created it. It's right after that. I mean, it's just, if I had to pick the demo or Fast and Furious, I would pick. I mean, they're basically the same thing.
Right.
Even when you first start the game, when you first start the Fast and Furious Horizon 2 game, the first race that you do is the same race you do in the demo.
Right, yeah, the intro race there where they teach you the controls, you're exactly right.
Yep.
Even the same car, dude. Right?
Yep.
It's the same damn car. It's the same exact race. Like, you couldn't put that, like, what do you call it? What's the first race, the first car that you get? Like, is it the Dodge Challenger?
Yeah, I think.
You couldn't put, like, a souped-up muscle car in that race. You had to put the goddamn Lamborghini. Like, there aren't any Lamborghini, like, what is it, Huracans in Fast and Furious. Like, get real.
Well, my favorite thing is like halfway through the game, it's like, oh, you got a reward. Open the Forza hub, and you get the same yellow car.
Right, exactly.
Just like, what's the point? I know you're promoting your app, but seriously, you don't need it.
J Street in the chat says, I was saying the same thing. I was looking for some sexy women and crazy races. Yeah, that is what makes Fast and Furious, and there was none of that. There's none of that. So I agree with you there, J Street. That's why it's free for a while. I mean, dude, I would never pay $10 for this.
No.
And
I would pay $5.
That's what it's gonna be after.
I'd
And
pay $1.
and I'm the biggest Forza Horizon 2 fan there is, I think. So I mean, like I am dead set on Forza series, and I would not pay $10 for this.
They should have added at the end, the whole Fast and Furious. If it wasn't for like 2 people, or like the whole thing, of I forget Paul Walker. They should have said, something about Paul Walker in there. I know he died. If anybody didn't know that, but they should have mentioned him some way or another.
Wow, way to spoil it! Like, how do you just drop a spoiler like that? And
He died in real life, not in the movie. But in real life, he died.
Oh, never mind then. Oh yeah, because he's in the movie. He's actually in the movie, even though he died.
Yeah, I think they had a good chunk of the movie done. They still needed like a few scenes and stuff, and I think they ended up getting like a stunt double or just
right, or his brother or something, right? I think something like that. Oh, so just an update. I did check about how many hours I put in. And I screwed around a little bit, not a ton, but maybe like 20 minutes worth. And I completed this 100% in 3 hours. Assassin, did you complete it 100%?
Yep.
2 hours for Assassin. Turtle, you?
I uninstalled it after 40 minutes, so I never finished.
Yeah, I was gonna say because you have the lowest playtime out of us. Oh well, Clowns technically. Clowns, you didn't even try this?
0.
Wow.
Zilch. Nada. Because I'm intelligent.
Whoa!
You're calling us stupid?
This looked like a good dude. If this DLC were what it could have been, this would have been awesome.
Yeah. They had potential, but they threw it down the toilet.
Yeah, definitely. But that's Forza Horizon 2, Fast and Furious. That's our take on it. I had a few other notes I wrote down just to mention really quick. It's too short. We went into that. Easy and generic achievements. Like the achievements was so damn generic. Like 5 burnouts.
5 drift skills.
5 drifts. 5 passes. Like 5 near misses. 5 treading paints.
And I think you got like 500 G's in like the first like 20 minutes.
500 gamer score in like the first 20 minutes.
I'm not over exaggerating this. I played for I think it was like 12 minutes into the game. I already had like 500 gamer score in the entire game.
So if you want to boost your gamer score, by all means, pick this up because that's what this is.
So from what I understand from the way you guys are talking about this, it's equivalent to Snoop Dogg's voice in Call of Duty Ghost, right?
It pretty much is.
Yeah.
It pretty much is.
Except Snoop Dogg, like I'm not trying to defend it, but Snoop Dogg had more lines than Ludacris.
He definitely did. Nope. He's absolutely right. Somebody did a review for this and gave it a 10 according to J Street. A 10 out of 100 because if it's a 10 out of 10, they're delusional. The racing is good because it's Forza Horizon 2. It's all on the same base. Everything's the same. The HUD is even the same. They just changed the damn colors.
Yeah.
But anyway,
people who gave it a 10 probably never touched Forza Horizon 2.
Exactly. It's somebody who never played Forza Horizon 2 before. And if you haven't, by all means, play this, and you'll want to get Forza Horizon 2. But
AKA the full game.
Right.
Yeah, not the demo.
The only thing I did like about this, guys, was that the bucket list challenges, or not the bucket list challenges. That's what it was. One barn find in the whole game, by the way. The bucket list challenges were unique. Like, we're not just ripped off challenges. You had to get from point to point without taking a certain amount of damage and stuff. I did like that variety. But other than that,
the one with the billboards, where you had to like smash so much.
Yep.
It took that right out of what is that game? Carol loves. I can't think of it. The Crew.
The Crew.
Yeah.
Yep. No, you're right. That's like the smashing thing from the Crew. Those smashing challenges.
Yep.
But yeah, that's Forza Horizon 2. Fast and Furious. Get it. If you haven't played Forza Horizon 2, you absolutely should get it. If you have and you're looking for something like a little new, I mean, I can't even recommend it because it's not even that new. What, good?
I say love it or hate it. It's free, so why not?
Yeah, that's true.
It's like something to pass time.
That's true. And it's 1,000 gamer score. It's really, really, really easy. Like less than 3
Too
hours of your
easy.
time. So, God, they should have made the achievements way harder. Like maybe like if an achievement was like finish this race in under like a certain amount of time, I think that would even be more like Fast and Furious because I mean that's half of this. That's half the title, fast. So, but nothing like that. 5 burnouts apparently gets you like 40 gamer score.
Or like the first driving scene, you spend like 1 minute in the car, 100 G's.
Yep. Yep. Which kind of segues into our next topic, which is April Fool's gaming shenanigans. A few games had like some April Fool's updates. I'm gonna post a link in the YouTube comments when we post this on YouTube for the whole list that's on GameSpot. They put together a huge list of April Fool's stuff that happened yesterday in games, but we're showing the picture right now, if you're watching the video version of in Destiny. If you went on Bungie.net and looked at your character, he was just always dancing. You couldn't make him stop dancing. He was doing like a jig and stuff. So, I mean, I thought that was kind of funny. I didn't check it out, but I watched a video of it. I thought that was kind of funny, but what were some other ones that you guys saw?
I know they changed the physics or something in Dying Light.
Yep.
Right, so like you can drop kick a guy to the like moon or something. Like
Yeah,
it was like
it
no
was
gravity or
hilarious.
something.
I like that one.
Was it? It was only for yesterday, right?
Yeah, only for yesterday.
So go find a video out there. I think that the GameSpot link that I'm gonna post in the comments will have a video of that. But I mean, there were a bunch of other ones. Not a lot of like big games actually.
If I remember right,
Anything else you saw?
I forgot to check it, but usually Call of Duty changes their playlists, and like the Domination ones, like Do You Even Cat Bro, or like TDM's like Lone Wolf, and like they just change all the names.
Oh no, I didn't see that. I didn't notice that.
I don't know if they did it this year.
I did see a story on Twitter yesterday. I didn't look at them, but I did see a story on Twitter that Blizzard put out a fake like patch notes for World of Warcraft. I don't know exactly what was in them, but if you're a World of Warcraft fan, they were funny, I guess. But it was a fake patch notes, and people were going nuts about it. It's kind of crazy. Sorry, go ahead. What were we gonna say?
No, I know IGN created was it Back to the Future and Fast and Furious trailer.
Did they really?
Yeah,
crossover movie.
Yeah, it was terrible. Like you could tell it was so fake, but the way they were advertising it seemed like it was so real.
That's funny. I like how people fall for this kind of stuff when like how do you not know it's April Fools? You know what I mean? Like you see some crazy stuff. I remember like a few years ago, like they had a new like Nintendo console or something, and people were going nuts for it. This might have been like 5 or 6 years ago at this point, like way before the Wii U was even thought of.
Then last year they said that Facebook bought out Nintendo.
Right.
And I really thought it was real. I'm like,
You're a doofus, dude. You're one of the, dude.
I forgot it was April Fool's, and then like a day later, I'm like, crap.
Drive Club had the MotorStorm DLC that you can use like buggies and drive club races. That's kind of cool. What else? Did you guys see any other ones?
There was another one I can't remember. I don't remember. Oh yeah, the Frag Dolls said that they had a male member be the first male member to join the Frag Dolls.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought Turtle did apply for them. So
Hey,
Sure. He does have the hair. He has that wavy hair, that long wavy hair. Shave off that stash, Turtle, and maybe get a wax.
no.
Maverick in the chat says the IGN Zelda commercial was the best April Fool's joke. I don't think I saw that. Anyone see that here?
No.
You're gonna have to tell us more about that in the chat, Maverick, because I don't know what that is. Yeah, I don't remember any from back in the day that really stand out other than that Nintendo one. But I know they've been doing this like every year. and I just can't think of one that has really stood out other than that Nintendo one. I don't know. Oh, he says a few years ago that they did it. Okay, I was gonna say I didn't see that this year. Yeah, I think that's it for April Fool's shenanigans. I don't remember any other ones that I saw, but I will post a list on the YouTube comments. April Fool's 2015 video game joke roundup was the article name on GameSpot, but I thought that would be fun to talk about real quick on the show. All right, general news. We're already into general news, Turtle. See, we're cooking with gas here. We're cooking with gas. Assassin, tell us about the COD DLC that we've been alluding to for the past couple of weeks. What's it called? Ascendance, right? Four new maps, the new exo zombies, couple new weapons. Tell us about it.
I didn't have much, experience with the multiplayer just because I'm not for the COD multiplayer much anymore these days.
That's fine. Tell us about exo zombies, right?
Yeah, but I had the chance to go around just to, shortly talk about them and fire the new weapon or whatever. What I'd say about the weapon, no recoil. I hate that. None whatsoever. It's stupid.
So the weapon is like a directed energy beam or something? Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's an LMG shotgun type thing.
How is it an LMG? See, this is what I don't get about COD. They say LMG/shotgun. How is that even possible?
I don't know with the bullets or whatever, but I know if you hit like left on the D-pad, it turns right to a shotgun.
Into a shotgun? Oh wow, okay. Leave it to COD for that. Leave it to Advanced Warfare. That's what Advanced Warfare is going to be about.
The Ripper last year, the SMG assault rifle made a little sense, slow down the rate of fire, long range, whatever. But that made sense. Shotgun, LMG, no. But the maps, one of them, the one that was on Mount Rushmore, that one was, I think, the biggest. Everything else was very small.
Of course, it's Call of Duty.
Yeah, I don't like that. But
what's the one with Mount Rushmore? Is that Site 244? I think.
Yeah, it had it was a crashed alien spaceship or whatever. But
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it was definitely huge. Don't say it.
Wow, you're awful. Compare it to like the last DLC, because I know you played a lot. You played some of the last DLC.
I didn't play any of the multiplayer.
What?
Either, because like I said, I'm not too fond of Warfare's multiplayer because everyone seems to be like birds and they're just up in the air like 90% of the time.
Classic playlist, bro.
Yeah, but then it's just like everything's so slow.
It's true.
It's just not. They can't find something in the middle. But Exo Zombies, they definitely did a lot more to this one.
You liking it so far?
Yeah, I've seen a long live stream when it first came out, so I know a lot of it because I didn't have time to really play it much.
Yeah, that's fine.
But they definitely added more. They added a Goliath had the Goliath armor turned into a zombie and runs around and hits you.
That was kind of sick.
And EMPs you every time it hits you. There's zombies with spikes in it. When you shoot or shrapnel, it shoots out the shrapnel and hits other zombies and you. There's zombies laced in acid, so when you kill them, there's an acid pool and you get hurt that way. Since the game was based on Burger Town, there's Burger Town zombies, so they got their little, like hats
like
on,
uniforms on and stuff.
Yep, they had those cool. on, and then randomly the guy in like the helicopter thing, which is played by Bruce Campbell. If anyone knows who he is,
I have no idea who that is. I must confess.
He was in the movie Sky High, Evil Dead. If you've seen the TV show Burn Notice, he was.
Oh, I know who he is.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay.
He was the helicopter dude, but he got no recognition for that, which I don't understand.
This is absurd.
Yeah, unless they got someone who sounds like him, but. There's like sometimes there's a survivor and he spots it out and you have to protect him and he evacs him out.
Gotcha.
And it's a pain. I've tried doing it. It's really annoying. They added a ridiculous Easter egg, which consists of you making a zombie burger made out of zombies. So, like, you have to get a frying pan, put some seasoning in it, which is zombie blood. That's its seasoning. Then you have to get zombie meat, put it in the skillet, which is on the griller,
This is ridiculous. This already sounds absolutely ridiculous,
and
dude.
cook the zombie meat. And then there's a weapon that cooks the zombies. So you have to use that weapon on there to cook the meat. And then a random zombie with the Burger Town uniform will drop a bun. So you have to grab the bun and make a zombie burger. Then you have to take a bite of it and feed it to the mascot of Burger Town.
This is
And
absurd,
then-
dude.
and
Is there an achievement for this?
Yeah, it's the Easter egg. And then there's some other steps to do. I'm not going to get full detail. And then at the end, the Burger Town mascot thing is like a giant robot, and then fight zombies with you.
So,
That's absurd.
are we still talking about Advanced Warfare?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, right? Yeah, this is Advanced Warfare, everyone. Making a zombie burger and feeding it to
A robot.
a robot. This is absurd.
Just when you think Call of Duty can't get more ridiculous.
I know. No kidding. So, well, how much is DLC? Like $15 if you don't have the...
It's $15.
It's got a new playlist, Exo Grapple, where you get like a grapple hook as your secondary weapon, and you can get to vantage points, which I don't understand why you need that if you have the exosuit. But
Because Battlefield had zipline things.
Battlefield had zipline, so and grapple
so
hooks, so
now-
it's time to copy them off, right? Everyone's
Yep.
copying each other.
Yep.
All right, so that's COD Advanced Warfare DLC. We have to move on because that's absurd. I've already dealt with enough absurdity.
I have to say, if you have to either buy one or the other, buy the second
Buy
one.
the second one?
It definitely has a lot more content.
That's a good recommendation. All right, on a topic we can actually all talk about, Sunset Overdrive now has a permanent price drop as of, I think, today, or it may have been yesterday. It's now $40, $39.99 for Sunset Overdrive. You guys think this is worth it?
Yep.
40, yeah.
I'd say yes.
We had
You
so
know
much
what?
fun. Go ahead.
Sunset is an awesome game, and that's
Yes.
one of those games that I love. I love the IP they created. I love the characters. I love the story. If you can, if you actually watch all the scenes and understand it, it's awesome. And I just wish they would have done more with it. Like, I want to see a lot more stuff. I want to see this thing never die out. Like, I want to see it continue on forever. I like it so much.
I wonder if there'll be a Sunset Overdrive 2. I wonder
There
if it
has
did.
to be.
They're
I mean,
probably
it had to have done well enough for them. I mean, if they can price drop it at this point, and this is a it's like a well-known thing. Like if you ask somebody into gaming, on any platform, what console Sunset Overdrive is on, and basically what it's about, I think people know.
Well, see, the thing is, what gets me worried about that is because I want to see a part 2, and $40 is a great deal for this. But when I was reading Phil Spencer on Twitter, he compared Sunset Overdrive success to the Order of 1886 on PS4.
No.
Yep,
Ew.
he did.
Why did the Order even sell that many copies?
And
No.
actually, from what I've seen, it seems like it did sell well, but it just didn't do good with reviews.
The reviews plummeted, and they had so many used copies the next day. It was like one of the most returned games. So he compared it to that, and he issued Sony like some type of, hey, I'm sorry it didn't do well, just like our Sunset Overdrive, but good try, guys.
Actually, I can kind of see that because the order was only, 6 hours long?
Yep.
And then Sunset Overdrive, once you beat it 100%, there's nothing else to do, unless you count the DLC.
Dude, yeah, dude.
Okay, but this is what I'm saying, though. The game came out in October, and we're just now starting to see, a steady flow of DLC for it. But the Order doesn't have any DLC, so people are just going to base it on the base game itself and not the DLC.
That's a good point.
So, people are going to play through the story and be done with it and trade it, so I can kind of see how he's comparing the success.
But
Go
ahead.
I think what really hurt Sunset Overdrive is the people having issues connecting to multiplayer.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, that was disappointing at first. I haven't played multiplayer in a while. I want to get back into it because I want to do the DLC and I want to play some of the multiplayer again because that was so damn fun. But geez, there were so many problems connecting at first.
Well, Inferno, I kind of hate to tell you this, but I actually reinstalled Sunset Overdrive maybe a month or two ago and tried to play multiplayer and could not get into a match.
Oh, but there's new DLC that just came out. Well, it's coming out. I heard the DLC was very good for this though, and then in the season pass was only $20, so I think, and the weapons that you got in the season pass were actually really good, and the traps and stuff, actually really good. J Street says he bought the day one version for $40, and he thinks it should be $30. Yeah, you know, I think for what my expectations were, it delivered. So I can't knock it and say it should be half retail price. But if it had come out at $40, I think it would have done a lot better. But I mean, I think if you don't have it yet and you have an Xbox One, you're looking for an awesome, unique IP that's only on Xbox. You gotta get this for $40.
Yeah, I mean, what other game are you going to find that's that colorful, that there's no blood and everything's like soda and like confetti guns and everything?
You know, game rankings average is like 83.12. Metacritic is in the low 80s. I mean, that is a good game. That's a good game. And, you know, Insomniac, you know, did awesome other games, you know, some Ratchet and Clank stuff. And those games were really well received, and this game has a lot of those mechanics, and if you like those kinds of games, you're going to love Sunset Overdrive. It's as simple as that. So for $40, I say let's get it. I say get it. 4 guys approved. We all say get it. All right, next topic, really quick. Sling is now going to get its own version of HBO Now. This is gaming news because there's a Sling app on the Xbox One and the PlayStation Vue on the PlayStation 4 and 3. So PlayStation Vue is not going to get HBO, I don't think, right? At all, in any capacity, as of right now.
As of right now, no.
Right. Yeah. Very good distinction, because now when they see this, they're going to counterattack, I think. But HBO Now, if you want to call it that, I guess they can't officially call it that because Apple has the rights to that name. So it's kind of like HBO Now. You can watch it live. You can get some on-demand stuff like HBO Go. It's $15 a month on top of the $20 for Sling TV on your Xbox or your PC or Android or iPhone or whatnot. So thoughts on this just real quick? Worth the money or no?
For Game of Thrones, yes.
Just for Game of Thrones, though? $15 a month?
Well, they also have some good movies. I mean,
the movies are garbage. That's why I don't have it anymore.
I mean, I like their movies.
No way.
Yeah. They update it frequently, not every week, but
See,
every
no,
few weeks.
for people like me and Inferno, though, Assassin, those movies are old.
Yes.
Like if a movie is in the theater and then comes out, let's say on DVD like 6 months later, and then it's on HBO like 3 months later. 3 months later is already too late.
It's too late.
We want it
I
day
agree.
one. Day one. Otherwise, it's not good for us.
I agree. And, dude, in HBO, like, they show that if you get HBO for a month with Sling, right, for $15, you're going to have the same damn movies for half that month, and then the next half of the month, some other movies, and you can't even record on Sling, so you're going to have to catch it when it's playing, or you go on HBO Go and watch some of the stuff, not all of it. And, I don't know. I would not get it for $15 a month. I'm a Sling subscriber because of the trial, but if I were a legit Sling subscriber, I would not add this for $15 a month. It's too expensive. That's how much you can add it to your cable package for. It's got to be cheaper. The whole point of this stuff is to be cheaper. Cut the cord.
But say right now, I am a Sling subscriber, and I'm currently in my PlayStation Vue trial. So I have access to both services right now and have been trying both out. And I gotta say, as far as content, I would say Sling is ahead because you're getting ESPN, HBO, Epix, like you're getting all these other channels, and like PlayStation Vue doesn't have any of that.
Yeah, dude.
Like they're still in
So good.
I was going to say, for PlayStation View, last I heard, they're still in talks with the Disney company to get ESPN on there.
Yep. Dude, that's the thing. Like, they both have their advantages, which sucks. Like, this is like the most direct competition I think you can have. Like, one's on PlayStation, one's on Xbox. One has this set and one has this set. Like, there's so little overlap in these services. And one is $50 a month and one's $20 a month. So it's like, you know, they're on opposite ends of the spectrum on pretty much everything, except the fact that they stream over the internet.
And so with Sling, you can't record or anything. You have no DVR features, but you have that on View. But with View, you have like a lack of channels or content, whereas like Sling, you can pick what you want.
Right, exactly.
See, I mean, for certain channels, Sling has its benefits because, you know, for some people just to add like Boomerang or the cartoon channels in their cable package, it's already like $20 extra a month.
Definitely.
So for Sling for $25, you get all that. It's worth it. Now, when you're talking about cutting the cord, none of these services are completely ready for that because if you want to get like the whole package of everything, you're going to end up with the PlayStation View, you're going to end up with Sling, you're going to end up with Netflix, you might end up with Hulu. So, I mean, like, all those combined will get you everything that you really want, but if you just buy the highest priced cable package, you're going to get the same, plus more, plus music channels, which most FiOS and major cable companies have now.
Yep.
So, I mean, like, by the time you're done paying for all these services combined up, you're already totaling like $140, $150.
Right.
You might as well just get the big cable package.
Yeah.
And plus, see, I have, even with my trial for PlayStation View and Sling and Hulu, Netflix, I'm still missing shows that are on TV that are not part of any of these.
Right.
So I like the concept of both, but I don't think we're ready for it yet.
Yeah, we'll leave you guys with this. If you want, you know, if you don't have Sling, you don't have PlayStation View, go for the trials. And I think GameSpot had an awesome... I'm pretty sure it was GameSpot, and I'm sorry if I'm giving them credit. It's not theirs. But I think GameSpot had an awesome article. I'll find it, and I'll put it in the YouTube comments. Had an awesome article comparing the two, like, pretty decently well. But it's not complete, but it's close to it. So, I mean, go check it out over there if you're on the fence, but if you have both. But, I mean, they both have their advantages, so... That's that. Sling HBO. $15 a month. Next topic. Next Gears of War is not coming to Xbox 360, everyone. Shock of the year? Not really. So, I don't even know who Jack Felling is. Am I an idiot for not knowing who that is? And I do a gaming podcast. Who is Jack Felling? Jack Felling apparently is developer of the next Gears of War at Black Tusk Studios. Okay, so... He said, somebody asked him, is the next Gears of War going to be on 360? He said, no, it won't be on 360, but it'll be available for the Xbox One. Notice he didn't say it's not coming to PC. Because can you imagine if they put it on PC and Xbox One and did that cross-platform thing that Phil Spence has been talking about?
Or maybe they're going multi-platform.
No, dude, it's owned by Microsoft.
Oh, yeah, good point.
So,
I forgot about that.
Yeah, there's no way that's going on PS4. Dude, if that went on PS4... that would be a loss. That would be a loss for the Xbox community. But no, it's not going to PS4. But Windows 10 and Xbox, that would be epic. But I mean, honestly, you guys shocked about this not coming to 360? Like, no. Come on, if it came to 360, it'd be gimped probably.
Yeah.
I'm thinking developers are slowly trying to move away from the 360.
Right.
Well, as of this year, the 360 is like 10 years old, and like it's outdated. Like it's time to move on.
Wow, clowns! Can you believe that was a decade ago?
Nope. And you know what? Turtle, the hardware may be outdated, but the games on it.
The games are still awesome.
The games are still equal to like some of the current gen stuff.
Yeah.
Hate to say it. I mean, they're just not pushing the power of current gen to its fullest potential yet.
Yeah, a lot of games aren't. You're damn right about that. But yeah, Gears of War not coming to 360. You're gonna have to make that jump if you want the new one. But if you want the old ones, the Judgment is free right now for the first half of this month if you're a gold member. So check that out.
Hint, dear Sony, if you're listening, Please send me a PS4 right away.
Wow. That was an oh so not subtle drop right there. That Clouds wants a PS4. Now on to a shooter that we all love, Battlefield Hardline. Oh, no, wrong thing. Battlefield Hardline. First patch details announced. Some bug fixes, some gameplay changes. They nerfed Assassin's favorite weapon of choice, the couch. The couch is getting a nerf. Less health, and you can't repair it as fast because people were just abusing the hell out of it. Dude, they needed to nerf that thing. Let's just be real. I mean, we love the couch, but it doesn't come up on radar, right? On the mini-map, it doesn't come up. And people would just sit on it and repair the hell out of it, and it would be hard to take down. Unless you had an RPG.
Well, from what I've read, they want it to, like with this patch, they want it to bring it back to like the one-off thing that it was meant to be. Like,
yeah,
you know,
like the joke. Like it's supposed to be a
Yeah.
joke, not a weapon of choice for people to like bum rush because it's impossible to take out.
hmm
The damn couch. Like I can't even believe there's a couch in this game anyway. Like the driver looks like he's just chilling watching like ESPN or something.
No.
Like, just give that guy a beer and call it a day, and he's driving a couch all around Dust Bowl or whatever the map is.
but you know what? You know what? Before I even knew about the couch, I was playing a match of Hotwire on Dust Bowl and saw this couch just drive right by me. I was just sitting there like, what? You know, like, I was just like, what did I just see?
Yeah, no, trust me. When Assassin told me there was a couch in the game, I was like, give me a damn break, dude. There's no way. And then he showed me the couch, and I'm like, wow, there's a damn couch. And then you ran over somebody, and you get that eagle. He's like,
America.
whatever.
Yeah, and then you were killed by America.
But
I mean, why don't they just make an emergency spring cushion? That would have been awesome. Like you hold
Dude.
X or something, and then this cushion just springs off and you eject.
that would be so sick if you had like a recliner or something, or like the cushion popped out and it like went onto the map, dude. That'd be so sick.
Yep.
But yeah, that's getting patched. Not gonna go through all of them, but we'll post a link in the YouTube comments. That's a theme this episode apparently. So you know, squad quick match isn't gonna bring you into games anymore that don't have enough slots. The team deathmatch spawn points. Now it's ridiculous that team deathmatch has 64 players on these maps, but now the spawn points aren't gonna be so close together that you're just gonna be insta killed. That's what I hate about TDM in this game. I know you guys like it because like you get a lot of kills and your KD is ridiculously high and stuff, and if you're good at first-person shooters, you're going to dominate in TDM on this game, and it's a lot of fun for good players, but dude, the spawn points are just way too close, so I'm glad they're fixing that. Conquest tickets overall are going to be increased. This is an interesting one. What were we going to say, Zan?
I said thank you. Some of the game modes are short.
Yeah, way too short. This is one that is interesting. If you have the perk enabled to have an RPG in the back of your car, because you can upgrade your car stuff, your vehicle stuff in Hardline, if you have that perk on, you're only going to be able to have one round in the RPG that you pull out of the back of the car now. I thought that was interesting.
Thank you.
I didn't think that was abused. Do you guys think that was abused?
Yes, especially.
Turtle and I played a match. Remember that match where we kept on getting hit with an RPG over and over and over and over?
Dude,
I mean,
didn't think that was abused.
I mean, yeah, in Hotwire, explosives is how you play. But, I mean, like, there's a difference between using RPGs to win and abusing them. Like, use it on the cars, not people just, like, walking by.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, maybe it didn't need a nerf. I thought that was an awesome thing to have in Hotwire, though. But now, once you're going to miss that first shot, and you're going to be screwed again.
Mm-hmm.
Because some of these Hotwire matches, like they're long straights that if you don't put that bullet, like that one, the Everglades or whatever, that long highway, like I've missed RPG shots so often on that map. It's so irritating. And then like it's so big that you're spending half the match running around on Hotwire. Shut up, assassin. You know what I mean? Like it's just crazy. It's just absolutely nuts. But what else? The K10 is getting nerfed. Thank God. Get insta drop by that thing. And one of my favorite weapons, the H car, is getting a buff. less recoil. So I already love the hell out of it. I was already dominating with it. So now that it has less recoil, I'm just going to dominate even more. And, you know, a lot of the guns are going to get buffs and nerfs and stuff, but we can't talk about them all here because we'll be here all night. So
About the assault rifles.
the assault rifles are getting nerfed, right? Or are they getting buffed? What are they?
I don't know.
No, I think they're getting
was
nerfed.
asking you.
I think assault rifles overall are all getting nerfed. I'm pretty sure.
I think that the M16s need a buff. Personally,
You're dreaming, dude.
I've been insta killed so many times.
That M6, dude, those assault rifles, I hope they're all getting buffed. I read something that all of a certain kind of gun, I can't remember if it was assault rifles, the whole class is getting their minimum damage decreased because the min damage was way too high. So, I don't remember exactly, but we'll put the note in the, we'll put the website for all those patch notes in the YouTube comments. But that's coming out soon. Not quite yet, but in the near future, they say. All right, we have like 10 minutes to close out the show really quick. So let's do some new releases. So we just talked about Forza Horizon 2, so we're not going to talk about it, you know, a lot here, but you know, it's free until the 10th. It came out on the 27th of March, and yeah, I just wanted to show a couple of pictures here really quick. So we're going to talk about this for not very long, just enough to show the pictures. And then we're going to move off of this. You race a helicopter in this thing and like a bomber, just like in the regular Forza Horizon. Like, they couldn't even make it original. It's just insane. Like, do you even race bombers in Fast and Furious?
Well, what they were trying to probably do was a take on Fast 5. Was Fast? Yeah, no, or is it 6? It was either Fast. Yeah, it was Fast and Furious 6.
Okay.
Where there was people make a joke of it. There's like a plane, a cargo plane, but which is basically the same thing.
Yeah.
In this one, where the the runway is like, you know, the joke is it starts in Europe and ends in like Asia because it's just so long, and like they're probably taking that version and making it a crappy version of the game.
Yeah, dude, absurd, absolutely absurd. Can't even get over it how much of a copy off of the original game it was. But you race a bomber, like, come on. We can't talk about that any longer. Okay, so Oddworld, new and tasty, right? That came out on the 27th. It's $20. Interestingly, on PS Plus right now, it's free, but it's normally $30 on PlayStation, so it's $10 off the normal price on the PlayStation. What do you guys think of this? I downloaded on the PS4, PS Plus for free, and I can't say it's very good. I cannot say it's very good. I didn't like the original Oddworld, though, and apparently, according to a lot of people, this is based on that. Am I right about that? Somebody can back me up.
I don't know.
It's the same game, but you know, the visuals are changed and upgraded.
No, it's not the same exact game, dude.
That's what I heard.
Oh, I don't remember it being exactly the same, but basically what it is I mean, I'm not going to spoil this because you find out this stuff right at the beginning, but you're working in this factory and you find out that the factory is now going to make food using the workers instead of like some other kind of meat and other animals. So like you go through the factory and like try to sneak past the guards, and you escort your fellow Oddworld buddies, whatever they are. I can't even remember the names of them, but like you whistle, and there's a whole like whistling and calling dynamic and leader and follow kind of dynamic. But anyway, that's Oddworld. Anything to say about that, guys, other than what we just said?
No.
I know Maverick in the chat would disagree. He thinks Oddworld is amazing. But
and everybody can look forward to Maverick's review of Oddworld shortly on 4GwQPodcast.com.
Oh, okay. So Maverick will be doing a review for us, so check it out on our website. Thank you, clowns, for reminding us. I'm sure he'll give it a high score. Or a decently high score. A higher score than I would give it. But to each their own. I mean, you gotta watch some YouTube videos or a stream of it, because I mean, it's either for you or it's not, because that's the kind of game it is. Very nuts. How about Neverwinter, guys? Free. I mean, we talked about this a little while ago. We could preload it. was like a month ago at this point. That you can pre-order at least. So it's free. Came out on the 31st of March. What are you guys thinking about it so far?
That's great. I mean,
All right.
I like having a free-to-play game that's not pay to win.
Yep.
And also on consoles, too. So, like, you can just, like, bring your friends into it and, like, you know for sure that you and your friends are going to have the game because you don't have to buy it.
What were we gonna say, Clowns?
I was gonna say, it reminds me a lot of World of Warcraft because
Definitely.
the question is very similar. It
But it's
would
free to
never
play.
winner. It's free to play. Once you get past the graphics not being like top-notch graphics, I mean, you're gonna like the game. As long as you like questing games. If you don't like questing games, you're probably gonna trash it and give it a bad rating, which I wouldn't want you to do because I do like it.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I think, yeah, it's free to play. Like, no, I mean, the only MMO that I can remember that ever looked anywhere good was World of Warcraft, and I don't even think the graphics on that were that impressive. But, I mean, you can't go into it to have the best graphics. It's all about the gameplay. But anything else on Neverwinter before we move on? I mean, it's free, so pick it up. I mean, unless you're hurting for hard drive space, just pick it up and try it. Like, you may be into it. So, I mean, you may be missing out on something awesome. Clowns loves it. We know a lot of people that play it, so. And Maverick in the chat loves it too. So. So if you're looking for people to play, like, add us. We'll play it. So. That's Neverwinter. It's free. Another free game. This one, just okay from what I've played so far.
I think that's great.
Pool Nation FX is free. April games with gold, so you have to get it this month. If you don't, it becomes $13.99. So just add it to your queue. You know, if you have an Xbox One, add it to your queue. So if you don't want to play it now, just download it later. But it shows that you've purchased it. So compared to Pure Pool, I prefer Pure Pool.
What?
Yep, I do.
Agreed with
I do.
Inferno.
No.
You know what? I'm gonna say it right now, and I said it as soon as it turned on. The music is overbearing in Pool Nation, whatever it's called.
Yeah,
I mean, the music
sucks.
you want to slam your headset and break it after hearing that crap.
Are you really going to put down an entire game based on its
No.
music when the music is not even what the game is
Nope.
about?
No, I'm not.
And I think the way the sticks move
Yes.
is
realistic.
worse.
No, dude,
it's
it's
worse.
worse. It is. It's worse.
It's worse.
What do you
How
mean it's
is that-
realistic, Turtle? Go ahead. Tell us how it's realistic.
No,
Describe.
I'm just saying, like, it just doesn't have, like, that arcade feel like Pure Pool had.
That's what it's supposed
Okay.
to be. What do you... Dude, it's not a sim. You're calling it like a pool
I know.
sim?
I know it's not supposed to be like a simulator. I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, like, as far as controls and the physics and everything, I prefer this
Okay,
over Pure Pool.
I will give you this. The physics on this are a tad more realistic because Pure Pool, I've had the cue ball fly off the table for like no apparent reason, and that pisses me off. But in this, the physics are a little more realistic. I'll give you that. The graphics are sharp, but not nearly as smooth as I think a pool game should be. I mean, it's just pool. On an Xbox One, it needs to be smoother.
You know what? In Pool Nation FX, if you look at the tables, I hate to say it, they don't really look realistic. The futuristic look of the Hawaii tables reminds me of something from like 1981.
Agreed.
With that backdrop, I thought there was going to be lava lamps in there. It was so outdated. And the the tabletops, at least in Pure Pool, you can see like the felt. I mean, like it looks so realistic
Yes.
in Pure Pool. And Pool Nation FX, you're like, what is this, cardboard?
Dude, yes.
Cardboard and aluminum steel?
Until you get to when you knock in a ball in the queue, I mean in the pocket, it zooms into the pocket and then the felt looks realistic. Otherwise, it's very flat. It's
Yep.
very flat. But I mean, Pool Nation does have more to do than Pure Pool.
That and its multiplayer actually works.
And the multiplayer works better, from what I've heard. I haven't tried it, but Turtle vouches for the multiplayer, so...
I hate to say, but I haven't had no problems in the multiplayer in Pure Pool.
I have. I've had nothing but problems.
Yeah,
with
I
it.
gotta say, I mean, I gotta agree with Turtle. I've had a few problems with the multiplayer,
And
even with just my brother.
And plus, Pool Nation actually has a real main menu, not just like that sidebar thing.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
please.
let me get started with that menu. You know
That's
what? When I started the
disgusting.
menu in Pool Nation FX, I thought I was playing like the next Madden game. Like there was nonstop menu after menu after menu. It's like click this, continue, click here, click this box. Oh, click this. Want a decal? Click this.
Yep.
No, I don't want to click all these buttons. My hand's gonna hurt by the time I'm done. I just want to get in, play some pool, and get it over with. This ain't rocket science.
And that's what Pure Pool does really well. Pure Pool, you get in, you play a game. If the menu doesn't get in the fact that it's pool. I mean, am I saying you guys shouldn't play it? No, I mean you should definitely play it. It's free, and it's. I mean, it is still good pool, so I'm not gonna say it's bad, but I mean, I prefer Pure Pool to be honest. But I mean, when I say that, I mean Pure Pool for me gets like an 8.5 to an 8, like an 8 to an 8.5, and this would get like a 7 for me. From what I've played.
I'm just gonna leave it at this. If you want to play like a quick game of pool, then go with Pure Pool. But Pool Nation is for like more like if you want to play like serious games against friends.
Serious games against friends.
You know, like not like cause like on here, from what I've seen, it looks like you can like bet money or whatever on here. So
I
like,
didn't know about that.
yeah,
I'll have to check that out.
like you actually earn money and experience points from playing and everything, and like you unlock new like ball sets and new tiers.
I mean,
And new
yeah.
tables.
Yeah, but you do that. You can do that in Pure Pool too. You can unlock stuff like that in Pure Pool as well.
That's-
I know, but it just doesn't feel as rewarding in
Oh,
Pure
Turtle,
Pool.
no. Because when you get into that menu in Pool Nation, to bet money on that stuff, you got to pass a rocket science class to get through that damn menu. I mean, you said serious game against friends. It's more like serious user against a horrible menu. That's what it's like.
Clouds, I could sit here and argue about this with you all
That's true.
night, but we don't have the time.
Yeah, we gotta move on. We gotta move on. But that's a review in progress. We gotta play a little more of it. We'll talk about that again. But right now, I mean, if I were to pick between the two for the same amount of money, it's Pure Pool for me.
Yep.
Obviously, Turtle's on the other side of that, and Assassin, I take it you don't even care either way.
I'm not a fan of pool. So
So there you go. Geometry Wars 3 got a re-release, so if you bought it already, don't rebuy it, because it actually will let you rebuy it, which is crazy. For some stupid reason. I hope they patch that somehow. But you get new modes, you get 40 all new levels, some different game modes, some different multiplayer modes, different grid shapes. So if you've played Geometry Wars 3 or seen it, you'll know that like the grid becomes like a peanut or like a square, a circle, triangle, like all this kind of stuff. So bunch of different grid shapes. There's some new drones that you can unlock, and the drone follows you around, does work for you in Geometry Wars 3. So there's new drones that you can do. There's a new detonator, super move. There's new enemy types, a bunch of different stuff. Can't get into it right now, but it's $15. If you haven't already gotten it, it's not bad, but if you've gotten it, do not buy it again. Do not.
Yeah, if you have the game, like in your ready to install list or whatever, just download the game from there and it'll automatically give you this version.
Right.
If you have it installed already, then don't do anything. Just start the game and you'll get an update.
Right. So do not rebuy. I don't know why it even lets you, but that's absurd. And RBI Baseball 15. Apparently, RBI Baseball 14 was somehow successful enough to spawn a next iteration of RBI Baseball, which I don't know how that is even possible, because I played RBI Baseball 14. I was not a fan whatsoever, but this one looks a little different. And, I mean, if you're on the Xbox One and you don't have the PS4, this is the only baseball you're going to get, so look at it that way. It's 15. It's $20. Jesus, I was going to say 15.
Yeah.
It's $20. It came out yesterday. Anybody into baseball?
but
Turtle, I think you're gonna get it. I can see you getting this.
I mean, if I get a baseball game, I don't really want an arcade game like this. I want something like maybe like MLB The Show.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna be getting the show. I probably won't be getting this. My brother swore by RBI Baseball 14 at first, but it got stale on him quick, I think. But this one looks like it's vastly improved from that. So hopefully it is. I haven't played it, so I can't say. But Assassin, you gonna pick this up?
No.
Nice. All right.
I like baseball a little bit, but no.
All right,
Well, now you saved all that money on the DLC. You can get this,
right?
Because you were going to buy the Call of Duty DLC, but now you got that money for
you
this.
saved the $15. It's time to put it towards baseball.
No. Sorry, no.
All right. Anyway, moving on. Last topic: deals with gold this week. There are quite a few. So I just put the list of them with the sale price. You know, Major Nelson's blog, they have a list just like this. I kind of copied it off. But I made my own, and I added in the sale price, and that's something I don't like about Major Nelson's blog. When he posts them, he just posts the discount. He doesn't put the price. And if you want to buy it, you have to like click on it. You have to sign into your name to see the gold price and everything. Or you have to, break out your calculator, for God's sake. So I've got the sale price here of all the games. Some of them just a quick to note. Lego Marvel Superheroes I believe that was a launch title, but it's still amazing, especially for $5.
Isn't it regularly like $40 or something?
It's $20 now.
Oh, 20?
Yeah.
Okay.
But at launch, I think was it 60 at launch,
Yeah.
and then came down to 40
Yeah.
and to 20. So, I mean, still an awesome game. You guys like that one, right?
I mean, anyone that knows me knows that I'm not big on Marvel and DC, but like for $5, I would get it.
Doc Lurker in the chat says, you guys forget about the free Forza stuff. No, we talked about that already in the show. But yeah, the Forza DLC, standalone DLC, is free until the 10th. I think we said, we talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, what do we think overall about the deals this week? I mean, it's a lot of Lego stuff.
They're pretty good.
I think they're pretty solid.
Yep.
And also, there's some EA stuff, too. Like, PvZ Garden Warfare is $13.20. So if you haven't picked that up by now, I'd say do it. Very, very good game. Multiplayer only, though. And FIFA 15 Deluxe Edition, it's really like the Holiday Edition. It's not even the Deluxe Edition, I don't think. That's 50% off, so $30. And, yeah, I mean, a lot of good stuff this week, I think. So, I mean, in Diablo 3, $30. For me, that's worth it.
Oh, yeah, easily.
There's a lot of gameplay there. A lot of gameplay. Lego for $5 worth it, huh? Says J Street in the chat. Yes, yeah. Lego Marvel Superheroes for $5 is absolutely worth it. But is it the best Lego on the list, gentlemen?
No.
Yes.
Although, I think out of all of us, like, that being between me, Assassin, Clowns, and I guess you if you play Lego games.
Yeah.
I think we would all have different opinions on what the best would be on this list.
I would agree. Because for me, I think from what I've seen, Lego Marvel Superheroes is the best. But then you guys like Lego Movie Game, and then somebody likes The Hobbit. And
Yeah,
I
my
would
pick
say-
would be the Lego Movie.
Lego Movie and then Lego Hobbit. I didn't like Marvel Superheroes. I thought it was horrible.
I thought it was very good. I enjoyed it.
Well,
I
I
didn't
mean,
play a
for
ton of it, but I enjoyed
$5, if it's a good game or not, like, I mean, $5 is a good
$5.
game.
Yeah, it's good enough for $5.
I mean, $5 foot longer. $5 Lego Mario,
That's true. I mean, if you look at the Lego Movie, like the Lego Movie game is $9.90. So for $5 more, you're gonna get, according to you guys, a better game.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, Assassin's shaking his head over there.
Nope.
Yes,
I would go
we disagree about the Lego games. Go ahead.
Lego Marvel and then Lego Hobbit, which I haven't played, then Lego Movie.
Yeah, we all agree
But-
that Lego Batman's the worst of these, right?
Oh yeah.
Lego Batman 3.
Yeah.
That shouldn't even exist. Can we just take that out of our mind?
What does Assassin call that? The Lego
Justice League.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, literally, it is. I no Batman. Well, I mean, there's Batman, but it's not a story about Batman.
Right.
It's a story about the Justice League.
And that's why I like the Lego movie, because I could play as Batman the whole way through if I want to.
Dark Lurker in the chat says, never had any interest, however, you jump on a Mortal Kombat Lego. I don't even know like how that would exist, but I would be definitely game.
Yeah, I don't know how that would work out, but I would actually be interested in seeing like how that would work out.
Yeah.
Why they could make that work.
Well, they would probably base it off the movies.
The movies, yeah, definitely the
games.
movies, yeah. So you play like as Liu Kang, or like maybe like Johnny Cage for a little bit, maybe some like Raiden for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. All right, so other than that, that's our show. I can't believe we still went like 10 minutes over, because we talked about something way longer than I expected us to, but at least it's shorter than usual. We're not going to talk about Evolve DLC coming out this week. I mean, it did come out, so I guess we just talked about it, but we'll talk about that probably next week. I think we'll have that on the show next week, because we haven't had a good chance to play it, really, or check it out. I don't really have anything to say about it. Turtle, did you play it at all?
No.
Yeah, so, I mean, we'll talk about that next week. But if if you have anything else, Assassin, you can take us out. Yeah, you don't have anything else. You don't have anything else. All right. So if you guys miss any of our shows, you can watch us the video versions of the podcast on YouTube. We're at 4GwQuarters is our handle on there. So I think you can go to youtube.com/user/4GuysWithQuarters, or maybe just youtube.com/4GuysWithQuarters, I think, maybe. And then if you want to hear just the audio versions, check out the show, during, your drive to work or something. You can do that on iTunes. We're on iTunes. We're on Spreaker, Pocket Cast, TuneIn Radio. We're on a bunch of stuff, so you guys can find us there. Just search for 4GwQuarters. You'll find us.
Yeah, just load us up on your phone for your drive to work, kick off the weekend, right?
That's
Since
right.
tomorrow's Friday.
That's when I listen to podcasts all the time in the car. So definitely check us out. Subscribe on there. That'd be awesome. You can find us on Twitter, 4GwQPodcast. Please follow us over there. You get updates about the show, and sometimes we ask questions from the audience and from our viewers and our fans and stuff, and we feature those on the show. So definitely look out for those. And for our giveaways, we do giveaways on there too. And on Facebook, 4GwQuarters, of course. And if you're watching right now, I mean, you know this, but if you're not, then on Twitch, we're just 4GwQuarters as our handle. And then our website, beautifully maintained by clowns, which will soon feature a review from Cody, hopefully, of, Oddworld. 4GwQuarters.com is our website. All right, well, that was the episode this week. Thank you guys. Another successful week. And we'll check you guys later. See you.
Ciao, Paisan.
Adios.
Ciao.
Bye.